Day by Day Kids Bible, Day 130, Death in the Soup, 2 Kings 4:38 through 44. Elisha went to a town where people had no more food. Crops weren't growing in the land. Elisha met a group of prophets there. Elisha told Gehazi, "Put a big pot on the fire. Cook some soup for these men." One man went out of the fields. He looked for something to make the soup taste good. He found a vine growing wild. Some kind of fruit was on the vine, so he picked the fruit. He filled his coat with it and took it back. Nobody knew what kind of fruit it was, but the man cut the fruit up and he put it into the pot. The men started to eat the soup. "There's death in this soup," they said. "It's poison." So they couldn't eat the soup. "Bring me some flour," said Elisha. He put flour into the soup pot. "You can eat it now," he said. The soup wasn't bad anymore. A man came to see Elisha. He brought Elisha 20 loaves of bread. It was made from the first grain crop he had grown. "Give it to the people," said Elisha. "Let them eat it." "This won't feed 100 people," said Gehazi. "Give it to them anyway," said Elisha. "God says they'll eat it. They'll even have food left over." So the man gave it to the people. They ate it, and they had left over. It happened just like God said it would. An axe on the water. 2 Kings 6:1 through 7. The prophets told Elisha, "Our meeting house is too small. Let's go to the Jordan River to get logs. Then let's build a new meeting place. We can live there." "Go ahead," said Elisha. "Please come with us," one man said. "All right," said Elisha. So he went with them. They started cutting down trees at the river, but the sharp iron top of one man's axe fell off. It fell into the water. "Oh no," cried the man. "That's not my axe. It belongs to someone else." "Where did it go?" asked Elisha. The man showed Elisha where it fell into the water. Elisha cut a stick. He threw the stick into the water. It landed where the axe fell in. Then the heavy iron top of the axe came up. It lay there on top of the water. "Pull it out," said Elisha. The man did. Water that looked red. 2 Kings 3. Now Joram was the king of Israel. Jehoshaphat was the king of Judah. King Joram sent a message to King Jehoshaphat. "Would you come and help me fight the country of Moab?" "Yes," said Jehoshaphat. "I'll go with you. My people will go. My horses will go. What road should we take?" "We should go through the desert," said King Joram. So both kings headed out with their armies. The king of Edom and his army went with them. They marched around for 7 days. Then they ran out of water. "What's happening?" said King Joram. "Did God get us together so Moab could win?" "Is there a prophet of God with us?" asked Jehoshaphat. He could ask God what to do. One of the leaders said, "Elisha is here. He used to be Elijah's helper." "God will give him a message for us," said King Jehoshaphat. So the three kings went to see Elisha. "Why are you asking me?" said Elisha to King Joram. "Why don't you ask your father's prophets?" "Because God got us together so Moab could win," said Joram. Elisha said, "I wouldn't even look at you if Jehoshaphat weren't here. But I care about King Jehoshaphat. Now bring me someone who plays the harp." The harp player came. He began to play music. Then God gave Elisha these words to say. "Here's what God says. Dig long ditches in this valley. You won't see any rain. There won't be any wind, but the valley will fill up with water. You and your animals can drink it." Then Elisha said, "This is easy for God. He will also let you win over Moab. You'll win over every fort. You'll win over all the important towns. You'll cut down all their trees. You'll close up their springs of water. You'll throw rocks in their fields." So they dug the long ditches. The next morning, water rushed into the valley. It filled the ditches. Now all the men of Moab had come out to fight. There were young men and old men. They got up early in the morning. They looked out where the three kings were camped. The sun was shining on the water in the valley. That made the water look red. It looked like blood. The men of Moab said, "Look at the blood. The kings must have killed each other. Let's go take their things." So the men of Moab went down into the camp. Then the army of the three kings rushed out. They began to fight. The men of Moab ran away. The three kings took their army into Moab. They won over all the cities. They covered the good fields with rocks. They closed up the springs of water. They cut all the trees down. The king of Moab saw that he was losing, so he got 700 men together. He led them against the king of Edom, but he didn't win. The king of Moab was very angry at the three kings. At last, the three kings went back home.